Guys, I received an email here that I was intrigued by. Look, how interesting. It's not a serious situation, right? Is it Sandra, the priest? I suffered more than 10 miscarriages throughout my life. 5 before the birth of my first child, and 5 after the birth of. I want to know if I should continue trying the priest. That it is preferable to stop, as it is very psychologically exhausting. My doctor said that the difficulty is because the fetus has a formation, and therefore the body rejects it. My daughter, Sandra, I would like to say this to many mothers who are facing the obligation of motherhood. That's strange, isn't it? For many women, motherhood is an obligation that we need to be. These women need to be accompanied. You need to be very careful about these treatments that you undergo. You need to think carefully about whether your body is capable of living. All this dosage of hormones that you often need to do to be able to have these children. The fact is that we are increasingly living with a lifestyle that is harming what is natural in human life. So, motherhood, what should be natural in human life ends up being natural in a woman's life, ends up being a difficult because of the lifestyle we have. So we are dealing with problems that are here, that in fact we are not seeing the original problem that we are having there. It's like that story, it's of the children who were being tried in Rio. Fishermen were fishing, and then suddenly a child drowned it in the river. 2 fishermen jumped, they removed the 2 children. They went back to fishing, more children drowned. The 2 jumpers managed to save, only 22 have already drowned and 6 more children, and so on, when suddenly one of those fishermen gets up and starts to leave, and the other screams in terror. Just now that I have many children to save, do you abandon me? Children to save, do you abandon me? Tell me no, I'm not abandoning you. I'm gonna see who is judging the children in Rio. You know this, right? Many times we try to help children who are drowning in front of us, but we don't. We are willing to go and look for whoever is judging the children. Has it caught on in our personal lives? We are trying to face them. Problems that are being expressed here now. Of the life we live, we're not always going to be able to remain calm, just resolving the bills, the consequences of what's wrong back there. It's palliative care. Right, suddenly there's a serious infection and we're left with healing a fire that is outside. No, many times we will have to take a break. Take a break from the consequences to try to look for the causes. Because if not, my people, we will spend our lives dealing with the consequences, and we will never reach a solution to the causes like I do now. There is no point in wanting to deal only with the consequences of my tiredness. I need to act, change the structures that tire me. I need to have the courage to change some structures that tire me. I need to have the courage to change some structures. I need it. Having the courage to change what's causing it, the wear and tear today. And sometimes we want the solution, Sandra, of situations without having yet been able to get to the causes. It's a very common mistake. For many women, the inability to have children is not even linked to body problems. No, take the exams. Everything is fine with the husband. Everything is fine with the husband. Everything is fine with the height. But life, the life, the life,